Tuesday night baseball here on MLB Network as we're at historic Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Miami Marlins and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Kenta Maeda will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Into the box is the leadoff hitter, Cameron Maybin, and we are ready for baseball. First pitch of the at-bat. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, talking about a team that's on a roll right now, Dero. How about this? Through the first 4 games of this homestand, perfect 4-0. They've got their sights set, Dero, on some bigger and better things.
And you know what, Dan, and the fans feel it. You can tell there's an electric atmosphere brewing in this stadium right now, and hopefully it continues.
Sent on the ground out to second. Hernandez over to his left. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. The windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman, Justin Bour.
Up next from Miami, Justin Bour. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. This is pulled into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Here's Starlin Castro, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Into the box, JT Realmuto, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. A 1 pitch on its way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's the 0-2. And that one just missed outside.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Castro at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Miami. Jose Arena, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Next up for Los Angeles, Chris Taylor. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tapped down the line. Throw to first is in time for the first down. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Yeah, Matty, you've got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
Next for the Dodgers, Corey Seager, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Line drive to center field. Maben is there. 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Hernandez, a native of Puerto Rico. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates: the time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Maben is there, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready now for the Marlins, Newton Rodriguez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Newton Rodriguez.
And the pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Now the 3-0 offering is in there for strike one. Full count now, 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count offering on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Seager takes it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And, guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Now batting, Scott Van Slyke, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
The windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
So digging in now, Brian Anderson. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
In now, Jose Arena. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, you talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Here's Cameron Maybin now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Maybin, who sometimes goes by the nickname Slim, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Anderson at second. Arena on at first with 2 down. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Marlins strand a pair, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Around second now and headed for third. And the Dodgers are in business now. It's a leadoff triple.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
So stepping in, Matt Kemp, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And now is Yasiel Puig head-to-head with Jose Urena. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 1-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Anderson has got it, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Miguel Rojas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Justin Bour. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. One out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Starlin Castro. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Next up will be Kyle Farmer as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Kyle Farmer.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Sent on the ground out to second. Castro's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting ninth, pitcher, number 18.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Kenta Maeda. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And able to lay off the fastball away here, 2-1 now.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close. And this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with the base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. They'll force it up to second, and they do get the out there. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Throw over to the bag. Runners back. Here's Corey Seager. Pitch out. Nothing doing. One and two now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a two-run homer for Corey Seager. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it gives the Dodgers a 3-1 lead.
Man, he threw a two-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez.
Second baseman.
As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Southern California. It's 3-1 LA. Striding in once again, JT Realmuto looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Realmuto, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Newton Rodriguez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Started that swing a bit too early.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The 1-2. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Newton Rodriguez has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Here's Scott Van Slyke.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Puig's got a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, Ryan.
Digging in to try it again, Brian Anderson. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Ball one.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Rodriguez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Cody Bellinger. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1. Line drive to center field. Maben is there, and he has it for the first out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
So here's Matt Kemp now.
As he rips it on the ground to second.
Gloved by Castro. Throw on to first takes care of Kemp as he's turned away for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Barnes.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses 1-1. Barnes tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses inside 1-0. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1. Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Barnes is on his way home. And a relay home, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Standing in now, Kenta Maeda, as he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4 full. LA's on top, 5-1. Johnny Givotella will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Johnny Givotella.
Try to check it, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Bellinger in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
In now, Miguel Rojas. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They're down 5-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 40, Javi Guerra.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Chris Taylor. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Taylor.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
The 0-2 delivery. Lifted down the line in left.
Chasing after it is Van Slyke.
And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The next 0-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Corey Seager.
Ready to take his hacks again, Corey Seager, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hit to first. Bourne comes up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Ready for another shot now, Kike Hernandez. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Maben at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 1-0 the count. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. Hernandez stands at second with 2 gone. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And this one is gone, a home run. Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer. Number 14 on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
As we take a look at the pitch location here, you can see that the pitch wasn't even in the strike zone, but clearly that didn't matter.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt.
Into the box now, Matt Kemp. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Kemp will turn and go to second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Stepping in now, Austin Barnes. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 0-1. Popped up. Bohr over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight, and the lead is stretched to 7-1. Digging in once again, Justin Bohr. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Urena hasn't had his best stuff today.
All right, Dan, you look at this game, the finesse guy has been on. Nothing over the heart of the plate, really keeping these guys in a proverbial rocking chair, where the power guy's missing over the heart.
You know, it's hard to believe, because sometimes you look at this guy that's throwing in the upper 90s, big power stuff lineup, and then you have a soft tosser guy moving the ball up, down, in and out. More than one way to get through a lineup, and the guy that's the finesse guy, he is really making it work in this one.
Right over the middle, knee high.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch, and it's full now. 3-2. Three-two pitch. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Newton Rodriguez.
Ready for another shot now, Newton Rodriguez. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. And it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. There's one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And now is Yasiel Puig. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's set and the pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. Rodriguez is after it. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle Farmer.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Kyle Farmer, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. Seven runs, an equal number of hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Now that's popped up, and he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting, number 18.
Ready for another chance? Kenta Maeda. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Chase Utley will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Chase Utley.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Maben to the track, to the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Chris Taylor, a 2-run shot. 6th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
You can just see the wheels turning in his mind on the mound out there. I was cruising, just needed one more out, then give up a single and a homer? Goes to show you, you can never take an out or a pitch for granted in this game.
The batter, number 5, shortstop,
Here's Corey Seager as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Back up the middle. Rojas up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Another good inning here for the Dodgers. Hey, not everybody leaves early. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Back here at Dodger Stadium. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Daniel Hudson will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Daniel Hudson.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Jock Peterson is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Number 31, Jock Peterson.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
In now, Brian Anderson, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Peterson. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, pitcher, Javi Guerra.
Derek Dietrich will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 32, Derek Dietrich.
A high fastball is in there. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Called strike 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Van Slyke leads off first with 1 away. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
1-2.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Drew Steckenrider comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready once again, Kike Hernandez. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Kike Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope,
A ball and no strikes. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Here it comes, 1-0. There's a strike.
1-1.
The 1-2. Line to the right side. Rodriguez has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Van Slyke is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Left fielder, Matt Kemp.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Two out, nobody on. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Kemp will turn and go to second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. We'll come right back with more from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. Pedro Baez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 52, Pedro Baez.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Cameron Maybin. He went down on strikes last time up.
Cameron Maybin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Barnes is under it. One down. Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
You know what they say, Dan? The way to get to the big leagues from an offensive standpoint, you better be able to hit that fastball. And this power pitcher missed over the heart of the plate consistently. On the flip side, the finesse guy was on point.
You know, this was like watching one of those days when Tommy John used to have that real good sinker ball. A guy like Frank Tanana. You don't have to throw 95 to 100 to get big league hitters out. As we saw in this one here, if you can finesse and move the ball in and out, you can win at the big league level.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. One and one.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
1 run, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Again, a 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They trail big. It's 9-1. In now is Yasiel Puig. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
From the stretch. And he lays off there, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. Home run number 5 on the year as they push this lead up to 9 now. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happened.
Pedro Baez.
Next up for Los Angeles, Pedro Baez. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Yasmani Grandal will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. The average coming in at 266. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. The 1-0. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here's Jock Peterson now as he rips it on the ground to second. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Dodgers do get a run, and it comes on the home run by Yasiel Puig. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Marlins 1. Nighttime shot of the sprawling city of Los Angeles. We're back on MLB Network. Tony Cingrani comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Tony Cingrani.
Here's Starlin Castro starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. takes strike 2.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And it's fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Little dribbler up the first baseline, but that one rolls foul. Swinging a soft liner. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Previous meetings against Tony Cingrani, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Grounded up the first baseline. Bellinger's got it, and he is in there. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Newton Rodriguez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. In quickly with it is Kemp, and that'll hold the runner at third base.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman.
Striding in once again, Brian Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Lewis Brinson will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Breaking ball taken right down the middle, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Miami down to their last strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Reined in. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over. 10-1 the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Dodgers scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Kenta Maeda with his 4th win this season. Jose Arena was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Marlins, 1 run on 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.